Kourtney Kardashian expresses her contentious views on parenting and raises questions about the necessity of sending children to school. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and updates. Kourtney Kardashian has always been known for being outspoken, and once again she is making headlines for sharing parenting opinions that many people would call unusual or even controversial. The reality television star, now 46 years old, opened up during an appearance on her younger sister Khloe Kardashian's podcast called Khloe in Wonderland. On the show, Kourtney spoke in detail about the way she raises her children, how she approaches parenting challenges, and why she often chooses not to follow the traditional path that most families take. Her comments touched on everything from how she takes care of her children when they are sick to her strong feelings about the school system, and those thoughts are already sparking debates across the internet. Kourtney is a mother of 4 children. She shares Mason, who is 15, Penelope, who is 12, and Rain, who is 10, with her former partner Scott Disick. She also has a younger son named Rocky, who is only 18 months old, with her husband, musician Travis Barker. On top of that, she is also a stepmother to Travis's 3 children from his previous relationships. With such a big blended family, it is not surprising that Kourtney has had a lot of different experiences and lessons when it comes to parenting. What stands out is how strongly she believes in doing things her own way, even if her opinions don't match the common way of thinking. During the conversation with Khloe, Kourtney explained that she has always been interested in living authentically, and for her, that means refusing to simply follow what everyone else is doing without questioning it. She said that when her children are sick, she would rather nurse their fever and let their bodies heal naturally instead of immediately turning to common medicines like Tylenol or ibuprofen. She made it clear that she prefers a more natural method of caring for her children's health. In her words, she said she wants to go with her instinct as a mother rather than rushing to give her children medication just because that is what is usually expected. Kourtney admitted that her approach to life began to shift when she started therapy. Therapy encouraged her to look at the world differently, to ask questions, and to push back against routines or systems that did not feel right to her. She described how that mindset eventually spread into all areas of her life, including parenting. For Kourtney, questioning the way things are done and challenging traditional thinking has become part of who she is. She explained that she loves to go against the grain and try to live in a way that feels more true to her, even if others think it is strange. One of the strongest examples she gave was about education. While many parents focus heavily on traditional schooling, Kourtney admitted that she has often questioned the entire idea of sending kids to school in the way society expects. She bluntly said, "Why do kids even go to school? It feels so dated." Her statement made it clear that she sees flaws in the current school system and does not believe that traditional classrooms always provide the best path for children to learn and grow. She then shared how she sometimes considers homeschooling her children and has been open to the idea of creating a different kind of learning environment for them. For her, it is not just about following tradition, but about asking what the real goals are for her kids' education and whether the standard system actually helps them reach those goals. Her comments about education have already been seen as one of the most controversial parts of the podcast. School is such a central part of childhood for most families that questioning it can sound shocking. Many parents rely on schools not only for education but also for structure, social development, and childcare while they work. But Kourtney's willingness to say out loud what some parents may privately wonder, that the school system might be outdated or in need of major change, has made her remarks both bold and divisive. Beyond her views on health and schooling, Kourtney also spoke about her experience as a stepmother. Since marrying Travis Barker, she has become part of a blended family, which includes his 3 children. She explained that she enjoys her role as stepmom because she does not feel pressure to be the one who handles discipline. She and Travis have found a balance where he takes care of the harder moments when rules need to be enforced, while she focuses more on giving guidance, support, and being a good role model. Kourtney admitted that blending families is not always easy, and she has had days when the process felt very challenging. However, she also described how the love and richness that comes from building a blended family outweighs the difficulties. In her view, even when the days are tough, there is a deeper level of connection and joy that makes it worthwhile. As her comments continue to circulate online, reactions from the public are mixed. Some parents admire Kourtney for being brave enough to speak her truth and to question traditions that many people take for granted. They see her willingness to think differently as refreshing and inspiring, even if they do not fully agree with all her choices. Others, however, strongly disagree and believe her approach is unrealistic or even irresponsible, especially when it comes to avoiding common medicine for sick children or questioning the value of schooling. Kourtney's parenting opinions reflect a larger theme that has followed her for years. Unlike some celebrities who avoid controversy, she often embraces it. She has long been known as someone who does not shy away from living life on her own terms, whether that means stepping away from certain business projects, focusing on wellness and health, or speaking openly about personal choices. This latest conversation on Khloe's podcast is just another example of how she continues to live by her philosophy of authenticity, even if it means sparking debate. Her words also bring up questions that many families today quietly struggle with. In a world where more parents are exploring homeschooling, alternative medicine, and different approaches to family life, Kourtney's comments connect with ongoing conversations happening across society. While not everyone will agree with her, she is touching on issues that are very real for modern families. Her approach might not be the norm, but it highlights the fact that parenting looks different for every family, and there is no single rulebook that works for everyone. At the end of the day, Kourtney's message seems to be about listening to her instincts as a mother and not being afraid to do things differently. Whether she is choosing how to care for her children's health, questioning the school system, or navigating life as part of a blended family, she is focused on what feels authentic to her. She may not convince everyone to adopt her views, but she certainly has people talking, and that is something she has always been able to do. Her willingness to speak openly about such personal and often sensitive topics makes her stand out in a celebrity culture where many people play it safe. For Kourtney, honesty and authenticity come first, and that is exactly why her comments, however controversial, continue to capture attention. Kourtney is a mother of 4 children. She shares Mason, who is 15, Penelope, who is 12, and Rain, who is 10, with her former partner Scott Disick. She also has a younger son named Rocky, who is only 18 months old, with her husband, musician Travis Barker. On top of that, she is also a stepmother to Travis's 3 children from his previous relationships. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.